What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Kicking It Back with Matt. Got my main boy Henry here. Henry, I got some groundbreaking news for you.
Do tell.
Liverpool will not be repeating as Premier League champions,
Oh my God.
as the Arsenal Gunners backed into the trophy, sitting at home watching Man City blow a game against Bournemouth.
22 years, right?
22 years. We're actually going to
Yeah.
have a Arsenal fan join us in a little bit that we're going to allow to gloat um, for a couple of minutes to tell us how it's like to go 22 years without a championship.
You know,
But anyways, I digress. I really, we got into it last week with the World Cup and we started picking which teams were coming out of the pools. And to my shock and horror, I got home today and I cannot believe some of the names being left out of some of these squads. And so far, really, England is the only team that's kind of leaked which
yeah.
direction they're heading in before tomorrow. But are you kidding me that Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, and Harry Maguire are all being left out of the squad?
To be honest with you, it is quite surprising. That's it's like right now, you know, it's just drama. It's just adding more to the drama that's going on right now with the World Cup. Just add this too. Uh, and it really is surprising. I don't think any of those players any did any horribly bad in their seasons. To be honest with you, I believe you and I both agree. Like Harry Maguire, like that's one of the most craziest names. That
66 caps.
yeah, yeah. Even though I despise United, that dude was like a savior. With not only with like headers, just really being
Mm-hmm.
there for some time, being defending and doing his job. I mean, I think he had a couple of saves where it was like if he didn't step in there last minute, it was probably going to go in. So, I got to give him caps to that. Um, so that's just so strange. Foden is also another one that I find. I know he hasn't had the greatest of years, but oh, sorry, not greatest of years, greatest of season this time around. But I still didn't see like him off by a foot, right? Did you? Even when he played it, he still looked like he was still that go getter. I think just because he didn't like got a lot of goals, and also didn't play a lot of games either, right? Like that's also too like he didn't
This
really play a
this
lot
year was a big step back from him in terms of game time,
and
and I
starting.
don't. Yeah, I don't know if it was the players that Man City brought in,
I think that's actually really it. I
the
really think so.
system that they turn to that maybe that. But why wouldn't they turn around and like, in my opinion, sell him then?
I
But like
don't know.
to
But
me, Phil Foden is a household name.
yeah, dude, he's awesome. I think
Yeah,
listen, if you don't want him, bro, I'll take him. I would take him at like
exactly. But you
100.
leave. You're telling me he's not one of the 26 best players in England?
Yeah, I know.
That's what you when you don't make the World Cup squad. That is what you are telling me.
Yeah, I
And
honestly, I honestly think like what you, man, I'm agreeing with you 100%. Like it's just crazy that that player is like left out. So, and then we're gonna now just jump on to something else. Is like that you leave a name like that, but you bring in an Ivan Tony. No disrespect, right? No
none,
disrespect.
none.
No disrespect to what you got and what you had, but it's just surprising that we're leaving a Phil Foden now, and we're bringing a player in like that. Even though he's on the other, he doesn't play the same position. It's still surprising that you would leave him out for again.
You. The way I look at it is this, and I know you'll agree with me. Foden plays in the biggest, toughest league in the world.
Yeah,
Ivan Tony plays in the Saudi league, which, no disrespect, me at 50, you at 40, we could lace up our boots today and start for one of those teams. And I would tell you this, like, yeah, Tony's bagged 32 goals in 30 games over there. I probably could still bag 32 goals in 30 games over there. I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about? Like, and I root for England. I'm a big Three Lions supporter. And then I was telling you off air before we came on, that dude from Nottingham Forest, um, Morgan Gibbs White, he's the number one England goal scorer in the Prem this season.
Yeah, he
And,
should totally have a chance.
and he's not on the team.
Yep, he
I
should
would
totally have a
take his
chance.
14 goals over Tony's 32 goals in Saudi. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I, this announcement so far with this squad, I have to seriously rethink how far England's going to go in this tournament.
yeah.
Because I'm not liking the selections.
No, no. But I mean, advantage. I would love to say advantage us, but that's not also true. But
Right, and then we can get in like the other news that came out today. We already got bad news the other day for the U.S. men's national team with Johnny Cardoso being out for the World Cup.
yep, sucks.
Today, our
Yep.
best defender, without question, going to be out for the tournament
Yeah.
with torn ligaments in his ankle.
Yep.
You know that the World Cup starts 3 weeks from today.
Yeah, he's gonna be scouting defenders hard, and I mean really hard. It's gonna be one of those things. He's gonna be definitely asking for tapes when in Europe, and we're gonna see probably Tuchel in the States watching some MLS games because our season's just still we're still going, you know. So I can definitely see him scouting out some games because he's gonna need it. I don't know who he's got on the list. We know that there's definitely names to choose from, but we've seen a lot of them. And man, did we let in a lot of goals in our recent games, right, man? We let in a lot of goals. So, you know, right now we have him out, and now we got to go rely on an aging, what's his name? Uh, crap, his name.
Timmy,
Yeah,
Timmy Ream, Timmy
Timmy
Ream.
Ream. Timmy Ream. Sorry, dude, that name just eluded me, bro, for like a half a second. It was right there. But yeah, uh, and I love Ream, I do. But dude, when it's like a full 90 minutes, bro, the guy gets gassed,
No,
you know. And if we could get a solid like 45 minutes out of him, I'm happy with that. With Ream, I'm so happy with that. But we also want heavy rotation in this World Cup because it's going to be intense. So we're gonna need rotation anyway. And even some of the names that have been filtered around, I'm still like, dude, no, oh man, this is gonna be. Ooh, I hope some of them players are ready. I hope some of them players are ready because, bro, we don't. And
but this is my point, right? Cardoso, all right, he's not having the season we thought he was going to have
yeah, no,
over in Spain, but still, he's playing in Spain.
yeah, he's fine
You,
regular.
he's definitely maybe not first 11,
No,
but maybe first 22.
yeah,
And now we get this Richards injury,
yeah,
who's definitely first 11 on the sheet.
yeah.
Like he's irreplaceable.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna leave a huge hole. That's why I said, I mean, to be honest with you, can we get somebody in there that is playing either in, and again, I think there's some into the championship, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not too certain, but he's gonna have to do his pickings most likely in the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
I really think so, because we're still playing regularly. But I don't think he can go wrong with some of them. To be honest with you, Matt, I don't think he can't, and I don't think a lot of them would be bad choices. We still got some really tall boys that are Americans in the MLS that are strong and fast. It's just whether he has given himself a good long look at them, which he's gonna have to do now. Unfortunately, like I said, he's
Right.
gonna be in the States.
And look, and I've always said this, and a lot of people don't agree with me. You have to look at World Cup squads completely different than what you look at club squads.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because a club can go out and they can buy, trade, they can do whatever they want. and they can shape and form their squad in the mold that they want to and get the players they want to get. With the World Cup, you can only play for one country.
Yep.
You can only represent one country and you can only pick players from that country. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. There's a lot of untapped potential in Major League Soccer that, maybe the Athletic's not talking about, ESPN's not talking about, maybe we're not even talking about, but they're out there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who's to say that he doesn't pick a couple of lads that come in and make a name for themselves on this stage? We talked about it last week with their group. Very navigable, manageable group for them to get out of.
Yeah. You know what?
But
You know what?
but you don't but you don't want to see this 3 weeks out.
So I'm gonna take that line that you say is like they can make the names for themselves in the World Cup. I mean, that's so very true because every World Cup there's a name of a probably one player we all know who's doing fantastic, and then some player that comes out of nowhere. Isn't there like always one year, like like every year there's always like one or two names that are just up and comers that are like, damn, these kids are really good. And then of course the solid veterans still doing some real things, but we like the names. I mean, like, look, we chose Cody Gakpo because of the Euros, right? So an international tournament.
And we chose McAllister because of the 2022 World Cup.
Yeah, so you get when there's these world tournaments, there's a yo, bro. I mean, look, didn't we also want Harvey Elliott in the Liverpool squad because he
Mhm.
played so good in a Euros for the England squad in the U's? The kid was fantastic. And I mean, also we heard of Carvalho again, youngster bombing in the U's because that's where he.
I'll give you two names in the past 12 years that have really, one was already a known name, one was a no name that turned into really good business. 2014, Jaime Rodriguez.
Oh my God, right?
That World Cup performance turned into, I forget what the transfer number was from Real, but they paid a boatload of money to get him on that squad. I want to say it was like 60 to 70 million. Nobody had heard of that kid
Oh,
prior to that tournament,
can I go
right?
throw you? Can I throw you another one?
Go ahead.
A name that was already recognized, but damn, did he shine in that same World Cup? Mario Götze.
Oh, well, that whole German squad.
But bro, but didn't that kid? We already knew who he was from
Yeah,
Dortmund, but damn, did he really make a name for himself?
right.
If
And then the other name I'm going to give you, who was a name but launched himself into the stratosphere. And actually, you know what? I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell me who it is. And I'll give you a hint. 2018 World Cup.
Ronaldo?
Modric.
Oh yeah, Luka. Yeah.
He won the Ballon d'Or because of his performance in the 2018 World Cup.
Oh, our player did too. So Lovren also got himself some recognition there too. People
That
fell.
dude, that dude
Yeah,
was that dude was a name at Tottenham
I
that
know.
that got his ass sold to Real.
How far down? They got close, right? Quarters. Croatia.
They made the final.
They made the finals. Right,
They
right, right.
lost.
Dude.
They lost to France in the final.
Yeah, they lost to France in the final. Yes, yes, yes. I'm
They
sorry.
they had
Dude.
our center. They had our center back Lovren in that squad.
Yes, they did, baby. Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
but like Modric really went from being like in like B plus A minus name to A plus world famous status and won the Ballon d'Or because of his.
I
I
mean,
mean, granted, you got to take in his season with Real. That
that's
dude's a
no that.
magician. He's still today at AC Milan,
Yeah,
and I believe he's making their World Cup roster again.
I think so.
So we're still going to have. Think about this: Ronaldo, Messi, Modric, and now, oh my God, the name was just on the tip of my tongue. Lewandowski. You're going to have, but there was one other big name where this will be their last. hoorah for the national team.
Oh, dude, it's the tip of my tongue. The Japanese dude.
No,
Oh
it,
no, sorry, bro. If you don't count him in there, I'm sorry. That's his. He got called up for his
who
literally his fifth
Song?
World Cup. His fifth World Cup. Yeah,
Oh, and speaking of that, Neuer, the goalkeeper for Germany, 40 years old, he's making the team.
yeah.
But
Dude,
those are not the name. It's the name is escaping me right now, and it's killing me. Um, but anyways, I digress. But think about it. In our lifetime, you're gonna have like four or five of the all-time greats coming in for their swan song,
yeah.
and we could easily see Portugal and Argentina in the semis.
I'm. I don't know. I'm actually don't know. I'm actually really excited because we'll probably go finish off the list, but I'm really excited about all of this because to be honest with you, like I said before, everything's just a surprise. So I really don't know. I think everything's gonna be a surprise. I really don't. Matt, am I
Yeah,
honest?
I know, but
I'm
like we're like the way I want to approach this is we look at it as of today. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks.
yeah,
Like every league still has one or two games left to play.
yeah,
We still don't know final World Cup rosters. So we're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna do the back half of the pools. Um, but like again, like to me now, like with what I just said a couple of minutes ago with these names being left off the England roster, like I have to seriously reconsider what I'm gonna do. We said it last week, we're gonna put our official brackets up here, once all the squads are announced, and we're gonna go from there. But we were talking earlier today, Congo,
yeah,
Ebola has broken. Like shit's getting real everywhere.
yeah.
And now we have this New York mayor. He wants to have a pissing contest with New Jersey. And he's like, oh, I'm offering $50 tickets to the World Cup. Well, big whoop. You're offering it to 100 people.
Yeah, he's making it like a contest right now, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, anything. Honestly, you gotta be real with this. New York's got to try to take advantage of it any way that they can because of how bad FIFA's handling this. Like literally, it's look. Did you see what Adidas is doing? Adidas is going and taking a spot in Brooklyn to release their own party for free as long as you're an Audi Club member. So it's basically you're going to scan a QR code and you're going to be able to get into this big event, and it's for free. It's
Where
really,
where in Brooklyn are they having it?
I think Brooklyn Park, I believe. I got it earlier today, the email, and I actually got really excited. I actually have it right here. It's going to be at Brooklyn, yeah, Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna go there on a Saturday or a Sunday. You're more along to come with me. The boys don't want to come with me on the weekends. I was like, sorry, I don't really care if it's in the weekend and it's gonna be crazy. I really don't care. I want to go see it. I want to go see a FIFA big thing, like a big event. I want to go to one, and
I'm
I
just
am an
I'm looking through my because I'm an Adidas club member too. You signed me up for it.
yep, it's
So
there.
I'm just looking
Yep.
myself to see if I got it.
Yeah, you should see it. It's around there. But yeah, they're gonna have an event, and I know it's a pissing contest, but right now, I think if Mickey Cheryl's smart too, she's gonna probably ask for probably. I hope she is, because I've also heard rumors this might be true. Trying to make sponsor more events to happen throughout, like maybe the cities. So I know Hoboken's gonna definitely have something. Jersey City, that's a no-brainer. They're gonna do their own thing. They don't really
Yeah.
care. They don't need help from that, but.
They don't need any backing to get something
Yeah.
around.
Newark, you know that's a no-brainer. The whole city's going to be alive for that. You
Yep.
don't need sponsors to do it. The city will do it itself, Like that all of these boroughs and places live and breathe footy. I-95, you know it. From Route 20, like Route 22 to I-95, that lives and breathes soccer. That
Mhm.
environment lives and breathes soccer, especially upper North Jersey going along the line too. It just breathes it. So it doesn't need any more help. but I would like it if we can try to do something ourselves with the big parks and do something for us, because we know it's not going to be for us to be in there. It's not for us. The way you're pricing it, it's not for you and me. But the real big thing about footy, and I think you'll agree with me, it's just it brings people together. So fine, FIFA, you don't want to do that, we'll do it ourselves. You know.
Well, so it's funny you say that because I was thinking about this last night, and I woke for whatever reason I woke up this morning and I was thinking about it. Maybe even had a dream or a nightmare. But this tournament is 39 days long.
Yeah,
Where do you and I live?
by the shore.
The Jersey Shore. Think about how packed this place is from Memorial Day,
On,
actually
yeah,
starting tonight, right?
dude, yeah,
All the
right.
traffic is coming
Like,
down
dude, right?
tonight through Labor Day. Do you know there's shit? You know that you and I won't be able to get into Darcy's
No way, no
those
fucking way,
5 weeks
no,
of the World Cup.
no. I love going there too, dude. I
And
love going there.
we're A-listers there. We're VIP.
Yeah,
But
I
we're
love.
not going to be able to get in because
No,
you're going to have all these bennies
it's
that
oh,
are
bro.
down here and they're going to be there. This is a
There,
39 days is more than a third of the Jersey Shore summer.
oh, dude, and this is going to be a very, because of gas, it's going to be a very staycation, and that is what they consider staycation, is the shore. Everyone thinks like, oh, it's a trip for no. To them, that's a staycation, and they're gonna come in droves. Don't get me wrong. I don't know about you. I haven't seen the marinas packed right now. That's the one kind of thing I'm a little like, oh, these right now it should be already being packed, especially by Memorial Day, bro. I have not seen it, so that's got me just a bit worried. But that's just marinas. They'll make their money back some way somehow. The beaches you and I know, and from Seaside all the way down, even to Atlantic City, all the way up the coastline, bro, up to Long Branch, up, bro. It's gonna be, oh my god, especially with a World Cup. I didn't think
I
about
look,
that,
I
man. I didn't
I
think
had
about
the dude, I had the 85-inch TV delivered the other day. I'm staring right at it outside of my office. To my right, I have the bedroom. My son Henry has moved out of the house. I have his bedroom. So everybody that's out there and is listening and watching us, I have not one but two bedrooms for Airbnb for the World Cup. And I
that.
got this big ass brand new sectional couch with this brand new 85-inch TV. I'm just saying.
I know, I know. Wilson's thinking the same thing too. Trust me, Wilson's thinking the same thing too. A lot of actually, Matt, a lot of friends are saying that right now. They might do local places maybe, but or maybe they'll go to their big bar. But you and I, our big bar is the Jersey Shore. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
that's really what they are, and they're the most fun for a reason, because it does attract a lot of cool people. Yeah, there's one bad in the bunch, but still we love it, right? We love that, especially for footy games. We love that, but not for this World Cup. That's just nuts. It's going to be nuts.
No, I would rather go to any bar and hang out with any type of footy fan, club, national team supporter, whatever, than I would to give a penny to go to MetLife and give beef of my money. Which
Uh,
I can't even call MetLife because right now, because of the World Cup and FIFA's demands, it is now known as the New York. This is what pisses me off even more. It's now known as the New York, New Jersey Stadium. The freaking stadium is in New Jersey. It's not in New York. So please tell me, why is it not New Jersey slash New York?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
It's
know why. You know why. You know why.
uh,
And I said off air before we came on, I didn't want to run down FIFA's throat again, but like, uh, it's starting to boil over. Like, I'm gonna say it now and excuse my language, but fuck FIFA.
I don't know. I think the whole world is in agreement with you, brother. I think the whole world is in agreement with you. I don't think anyone disagrees.
You are the world's biggest whore slash slut slash corrupt thing that I've ever witnessed and seen. And I really wish that you guys would all just go and fall off the face of the earth.
I think this World Cup is gonna really put them in their fucking place, to be honest with you, because how poor I've been hearing everything, and also the sentiment, just like you, Matt. It's here, and you spit in my face and making it not available for me. So a lot of people are just gonna take it upon themselves. I mean, a lot of bars are all they're very happy about it because
Well,
you know what, they're gonna be busy.
and you know what? I want you to reiterate this because you've said it for the past couple of weeks, but I want you to make sure that everybody understands you have tickets.
Yep,
And what did they do to you with your tickets?
we bought tickets in tier 2, and then they moved us to tier 3 with
So explain what's the difference between tier two and tier three?
Tier 2 is actually you were in the second bowl, overlooking, and you had a great. We had a great spot right over midfield, like around the midfield area. Great spot. Was it worth that money? No. And then, but we didn't have. We did not were able to select our seats just yet. They said you got to hold off. And then all of a sudden they moved us to tier 3 because they made those seats now another hospitality section.
So was there any disclaimer ever to you when you went into the lottery to buy the tickets that your tier could change?
No,
Yeah.
until later on they changed the rules without alerting anyone. They changed that on apparently somewhere it was they changed what there was writing on, and then that's when all this happened, and now people are pissed off about this. And honestly, the more and more I hear about this class action lawsuit growing and growing, I hope it gets passed around more and more, and I hope lawyers actually do ask fans that bought tickets. And you know what? I'll be the first one to sign up. I would.
Oh, there's going to be attorneys left and right lining up.
I think
To
right now,
this.
yeah, some of
All
the
right.
big ones, if you can hear me, start your papers. I'll sign.
So I got a surprise guest that's coming on to gloat about the 22-year misery of the Arsenal Gunners lifting a trophy.
Let's hear it.
Andy,
We finally did it. We did it by not doing anything and not collapsing on the last day. But I will take it.
were you at Arteta's barbecue?
I was not. No, I wish I was.
Because you know he claims he didn't watch the game yesterday. He had a barbecue that he had to attend.
I saw the players were at training and they were watching it in all their gear, and then apparently they were out till 5 in the morning. And they showed up at the Emirates, so sounds like they had a good time. So I'm not worried about their performance on Sunday anymore. We can lose it. We got a big way to go before we hit PSG, and we're huge underdogs there. So, but just
So,
celebrate and
so
enjoy.
tell us, 22 years since the last title. How are you feeling?
It's pretty cool. I know Matt. We kind of texted a little bit of you're a Red Sox fan, and
Yep. You're
yeah,
a Cubbies fan. Yep.
yeah, and it means a lot more when you go through that stuff. When you're buying the league like City did for a few years, after 4 years in a row, I mean, I'm sure it's a good feeling, but it's not as special as it is here. And really, for me, admittedly, I jumped on the bandwagon a little bit before the Invincibles time, and so kind of had that thought of, hey, it'll always be like this. And then uh, been a couple decades before we got back to it, but it feels good.
So let me ask you this. Are you satisfied with a Prem League trophy, or do you want more? You're in the Champions League final, obviously against PSG. If you don't win that, is this season a success or a failure?
To me, it's a success. I know though there there are still a lot of things of we've never won Champions League before, so there's still going to be a lot of doubters there, especially with Arsenal kind of won the Premier League title with a lot more corner kicks than style points, which I know I was actually shocked a little bit when I saw these polls on how many people were rooting for Manchester City. I'm like, I thought we all hated their guts and wanted those charges to stick with them, but yeah, there were a lot of fan bases, and sadly the Manchester United fans that were our friends of hoping that City went down. But no, for me, I'll take what we got, but it's an added bonus if we win the Champions League. But then I would say next year this sets up that we've really got to make that happen, especially if City finally gets those charges to stick now that Pep's on the way out.
I look at it like this. Arsenal wins Champions League, it's gravy. But next year, I got to win Champions League before I win the Prem.
Yeah, I would agree. It's it's long overdue, but got to scale the mountain there. And so it's nice to get back after a lot of years in the darkness and then finishing top four, which I know a lot of clubs would enjoy. But
the way I look at it with you guys is you've been so close for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and that's really why I wanted to have you on, because I wanted to really hear it from a heartfelt Arsenal fan. So it's got to be super gratifying. Obviously, for Henry and myself, we freaking hate you. I mean, I'm still representing LFC right here. We're jealous because we're not repeating. But I wanted to give you a couple of minutes to definitely share your perspective of winning it and how much it means to you, because quite honestly, Henry and I did that last year when we won. And I got to tell you, Luis Enrique is being very smart right now in his comments about this Champions League final. And it's one game. And, he keeps saying that Arsenal is the best team off the ball. So, don't back us. Don't bet us. Don't give us any leg up on Arsenal. I won't give you my opinion because I'm not paying attention too much to it. But what is your feeling going into this Champions League final?
Yeah, I think that Arsenal is in a little bit better place now that they can probably rest some players this weekend and avoid injury. So it kind of gives them a couple of weeks a rest almost. But I think it's a huge uphill climb. Honestly, I was rooting for Bayern Munich to make it through because they're a good side as well. But with what PSG did too, I'm just worried that they're just really overpowering. Arsenal has a lot of good players, and especially defensively. I mean, they've got a lot of skill there, and anything can happen in one game, like you said. But I look at Arsenal as being the huge underdog, but I can definitely appreciate with what they're trying to do by trying to tame down the possibility that they're seen as huge favorites in the game.
See, all right. So I'm going to come out full bore.
And Henry, I probably agree with you.
and Henry, you chime in too, but I feel like Arsenal is the perfect poison for PSG because I think defensively, I don't think there's any club in the world that can set up and defend and be tactically adjustable to another team's setup than Arsenal. And listen, you only got to get one.
That's what we normally do.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, and I'm personally going to bet Arsenal to win the Champions League. I can go back to Chelsea in 2012. Nobody gave them a shot. Henry, you don't think so?
No, I think you are vastly wrong. I think you are vastly wrong.
Why?
I think you've actually took too much shots before we got on here. That's what I think. That's so hard. What did you say again? You want to say that again?
I
What?
think
You
I
only
think I think that Arsenal is the one team that can stop PSG.
Okay, you definitely had lack of sleep. All right, I'm gonna let that one on lack of sleep. Okay, they only need one. PSG have won their games with more than just one. That attacking force there is no matter what Arsenal thinks they can do. Sorry, I'm gonna let Andy gloat about the Premier League. Congratulations. This is not a David and Goliath right here. No, this is literally a panther versus a mouse. That's what it is.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa, whoa,
sorry.
whoa. So hold on, because I know your distaste for Arsenal.
No,
So
no,
take
it's not
that
my
out.
dis.
Take
No,
that
no,
out,
no,
Henry.
no, 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 no. That is not it. What I'm telling you is that Dembele is not gonna let them breathe, no matter what. He's not going to let you breathe. The name that you cannot pronounce, Kvaratskhelia. Yes, yes, that dude right there. He is going
KK
to.
number 7.
Yeah, that dude is going to just again from the other side not let them breathe. And here's the thing that Andy knows this so much. Arsenal cracks under pressure if it doesn't stop. They
Well,
do. They get
oh,
annoyed, they get mad, they get frustrated. That is what you need to watch out for. It's not what you think, Matt. No, 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 no. It's that back line doing something stupid because they're getting annoyed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling Andy. That's what you need to worry about is the accumulation of cards or someone doing something really dumb. And you know you have a player that does that when he gets mad. And that is that Brazilian attitude. I'm letting you know it's gonna be him. And
I,
there you go. Make that bet. If it's on that bracket of bets, Matt, you put it on there. I'm telling you, he is your best asset, but he's also a double-edged sword. That's what you got to worry about. He's the one that I'm telling you is going to be your crutch. And that's something that your manager needs to tell him. You cannot do that today. You need to stay level. But they know what to do because you've seen it too, Andy. You at least give me that credit that he's the
oh,
one where you're like, you need to take him out right now. Take him out right now. He's going to do something dumb. Especially look at that Holland thing. Remember, that almost got bad,
yeah.
real bad between the two of them. And, that's who I'm going to feel like Luis Enrique's smart enough to do that. And then who do you think in your midfield is the weakest guy, Andy? I think right now is Eze. I think Eze is your weakest guy right now.
I Yeah, so I think Odegaard's come up a bit now, and that's where I
You need
see
him.
I
You
see
need
there's
him.
scenarios where it was kind of weird because when he was we had talked last time a few weeks ago, I was kind of like he's actually our weakest piece at the time because it seemed like he was kind of injured or like kind of kind of running out of steam. And then the interesting thing was our last game, where luckily we had that corner that we got in. The It was interesting to hear the announcers talking about, and rightly so, that everything was flowing in the middle through Odegaard, and they needed
Mhm.
to be out on the outside a little bit more. It kind of reversed that game. So if he's got a couple of weeks to get well rested, I definitely agree with you. Gabriel is definitely a hothead, but I have seen scenarios too, though, where he gets under other people's skin,
That's true too.
and
That's true too. I'll
and
give you
it's
that.
yeah, it's kind of you play it out mathematically. I think PSG is definitely going to win most of those outcomes, but you get under somebody's skin with him and get him to back off at the right time. Maybe he gets a red card out of something, or maybe I
Yeah,
know
no, that's true
it,
too. That's true too.
kind of weird too that everyone thinks that we get. I've been hearing we're called Varsenal now sometimes, and to me, I still feel like most of the time we come out on the wrong end, and
No, you see, that's the one thing I don't like what they're doing right now with Arsenal is that they're going to be overlooking at how like you take like long throws now. Like you've heard this, right? They're going to be now looking at the rules of how to go because of what Arsenal. Like no, that's stupid because Arsenal figured out something that nobody else did. So why should you punish the rest of the league that they figured out how to do? That's so dumb. Like don't that's the one thing I totally disagree with because that's the whole game is of footy, right? It's tactics, right? No matter if it's long throws, taking time to do things, bro, that's the part of the game. What? Okay, they figured something out. Who cares? Give Arsenal credit on that at least. Like they are playing something that is in the rules. So who cares? Again, if you guys have like done long throws, why is everybody getting mad about that? They just taking advantage of something you can do in the game. Corners. I what? How to take advantage of taking a corner? Really? Okay, why are we getting mad at Arsenal of doing that? That's so dumb. Like to me, it's
Sure.
you've accomplished something really good. The rest of the league sounds like it's just jealous, and to me, I'm just like, no, I think that's just smart.
I
You
think
guys,
that's another feather in the cap for Arsenal when it comes to this Champions League, and I think securing the Prem with a week to go is definitely going to help them. They're going to play much more relaxed in this final. And as much as a giant as I feel like PSG is, outside of Real Madrid, whoever wins back-to-back Champions Leagues
but
doesn't
okay,
happen.
okay,
So,
but
right. So we can agree to disagree.
can I?
Just
Can I
saying,
add one more thing? Can I add one more thing? And
add whatever
maybe,
you want, my friend.
and I think I might get both of you to agree with me. It's Arteta. If he's not in the right place, right, Andy? You've seen
True.
those games, right? The overthink games. What did he learn from his
Mhm.
maestro? What did he learn from his maestro that we know Pep does the same thing? Overthinks a game. And we've
Mhm.
seen that. You guys have said it the most. How many times, if we started this lineup, if we started this thing, like the one game with Ben White, why did you play him? We all, even us as Liverpool fans, asked that same question. Why did you play Ben White? That game cost you. Playing him cost you. And so it's like that's I have to agree. So like at least give me that. Give me a little bit of that. That's the worrying part for me for him is he
I'll
might overthink
I'll
it.
let Andy answer that because he is the Gunner fan.
True. Yeah. No. So when I talked with you guys the other time, that was kind of a little bit of Arsenal was. I wouldn't say we've really jumped that much and stuff. It's kind of luckily Manchester City took a few stumbles, but yeah, I had been saying that the Carabao Cup final that was a huge issue, and we were talking about where do they go with Arteta if they don't win something. Is playing your backup goalkeeper just because he's been playing the tournament. That was a thing. So it was kind of I thought we should be sticking with him no matter what, but there would have to be some inflection and trying to figure out where that is. And yeah, he's got, hopefully he can take it light on this game on Sunday, rest some guys, and it's all about getting if we can get him in the right mindset and the right thing. I mean, I think there's a lot of advantages to that because Arsenal will be rested and they are too deep on some of their attackers. There's some wild cards in there that Trossard, if he's on his game, he kind of makes things happen sometimes and seems like he's sometimes a better player than maybe his physical ability looks like it is. He's got the gray hair sometimes and everything,
Yep.
and you're like, how's he keeping up with these guys? But if Eze is on, they've got a few more wingers than just Saka now, and Saka seems more on his game, which was kind of I think one of our concerns when we talked before too. So
So
I
Andy, let me add, like you've won it, right? We all know Prem is over.
Yeah, it's done.
The you don't even think about playing one of your guys this weekend.
no,
It's got to be all reserves, youth academy, right?
yeah,
And let these guys rest because also, before you came on, Henry and I were talking about, we also have the big global added pressure of the World Cup, and we were talking about some of the injuries. We were talking about the leaked names from the England squad. Like I was Phil Foden, not in the England squad. Blows my mind. Harry Maguire. But going back to what I originally was talking about is Arteta is not playing any name of consequence in this game. Correct?
I I would hope not. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rethink of some of what I gave some optimism to Henry about. Hopefully he's in the right mindset here. So, yeah, no, I don't see reason to do that. And then on top of it too, maybe if there's somebody that it's a swan song of they have it, but it's even an away game too. So they
Yeah.
got to say their goodbyes in the celebration last game to the Emirates crowd. So
And you can't talk about match fitness at this point in the season. Like everybody's at full match fitness. So
yeah,
like I don't know, man. I'm betting the house on Arsenal. Henry, I get it. You totally disagree.
Yes.
You and I can make a side deal off, but I'm gonna roll. Here's my prediction. You guys give me your prediction. I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal, Champions League final. They're gonna get a double, and that kills me. By the way, representing the bird.
It kills me too that I know you're doing hard drugs. So kills me too. Now I know that you do.
Come
This
on,
makes me sad.
But Henry, you go first. We'll give the Arsenal lover, the big Arsenal fan, we'll give him the last pick.
1-0.
PSG.
Yep.
wow.
It's such an easy cop out score. I'm disappointed in you, my brother.
No, 1-0. I'm not gonna give you like, oh, it's gonna be. Yeah, I told you it's gonna be attacking, but I also know the defense that they're playing, bro. I also know that too. That's gonna be there. They got also again such an underrated goalkeeper, Raya. I'm sorry, he's so underrated. Like I don't understand why, like really, that Real Madrid's not going for him right now and getting ready for Courtois.
But
Like,
this isn't PSG Inter Milan from a year ago.
no. But this is did I even say that? Like how I'm not afraid of Arsenal's attack. Sadly, I'm not. What I am giving Andy much credit is the defense, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to be really hard to pierce through it. But I also think because of the waves, one is going to get in. So I think it's going to be a 1-0.
Okay.
I think after 1-2, after one goal, Arteta's going to lock it up. He knows how to do that. That I will give him too. He knows how to lock it up. I will give him that. Like that's it. Shut the ship down. That is it. Midfield is going to switch between this and that. Andy, right? He will lock that midfield down. He'll make a substitution.
Oh, if they get the lead, they're not relinquishing it.
He will make a substitution to make it lock it up. And I don't see Zubamendi starting. I see him going second half. Second half for sure to lock it down if it is a 1-0 or if it's a 0-0. Zubamendi for sure, save him for the second half. Let Trossard play the first half for sure. Zubamendi in the second. Let him create. The only thing for me is who are you going to choose, Gyökeres or Havertz? And that's what I'm interested from you, Andy. Who are you going to start more?
That's a good one. So yeah, Havertz actually I was pretty down on when we talked before. I'm a little bit more up on him
Now,
because of recent events.
I mean, how can you not?
Yeah, I would say start Havertz and then yeah, if you got to come from behind, bring in Gyökeres and give it a shot. And yeah, like you were saying, I think it all depends how the first half is going, and if PSG runs wild and everything, and they've got to catch up. You just got to go offensive. I don't know that that's going to work, but if they can get an early goal of some sort, or like get out to a 1-0 lead off a corner or something, yeah, then you just park the bus and bring in Zubamendi and see where we go. And so I'm going to go with 1-0 Arsenal because that's one of our favorite songs, and solely I cannot go against them, but I wouldn't say I have much confidence in that pick. But I was also listening to a local sports show where they were making fun of a guy last night for guaranteeing the Cubs would win, and obviously that didn't come through. But he's like, I can't go against them. They're like, that doesn't mean you guarantee a win.
Andy, I gotta say, you're kind of taking me by surprise. I mean, I'm full force back in Arsenal, and you're here wavering.
I thought you were gonna, when you said you were gonna keep it quiet, I thought you were gonna come in with 5-0 PSG. So
no, honestly, and I know you got to go because you're coming up next with your character pod. But honestly, like I think Arsenal is the perfect poison for PSG.
Well,
I truly, and I hate to say it because obviously I want Liverpool to be in the Champions League final right now. I want to say that that Liverpool is repeated as Prem, trophy listers. I can't, and I don't want to just say, "Oh, I'm backing Arsenal" because I'm an Andy fan, but I really think that Arsenal has the freaking setup to block PSG. And Henry can say 1-0, you can say whatever. I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal.
Well, I will happily take it. Admittedly, being we just got over 22 years here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and it's been what 41 years now since we won our lone Super Bowl. Cubs took 100 something years, so I'm hopefully a little bit more on the pessimistic side than most fans are. But it's kind of expect the worst, hope for the best, and you're never disappointed that way. So.
Well, mark my words. Arsenal lifts this freaking Champions League. 2 weeks, you'll be back here.
All right, sounds good. I will definitely text you guys a little bit during the game for sure, and hope you enjoy it. But otherwise, at least we can all hate Manchester City till the end of time together. And
Yeah.
I have a feeling Pep is jumping out so he can get ahead of the Chargers.
So before you go, and then Henry and I we'll follow it up. Pep sabbatical, or does Pep already know where he's going?
I feel like he's got somewhere he wants to go. What that is, I don't know for sure, but yeah, I don't feel he's taking time off. Maybe he wants to just get on the continent again. I've heard his wife wasn't a big fan of Manchester, so maybe that's the reasoning. But I think it's the Chargers, hopefully.
All right, Andy. Good luck with your pod. We'll see you
All
soon,
right.
brother. Appreciate you hopping on.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
All right. All right. So we're not even listen, we're gonna have to dial into the World Cup next week because we're almost out of time. But strangely enough, with the Pep news, it's not official, but we all know it's coming down.
The Chargers?
Is
No.
he taking time off?
Yeah, I think he'll take a little bit of time off. I think he'll take a year. I mean, to be honest with you, like anything else, like Klopp says, it gets to you. He wanted a retirement before Liverpool got him, and we took him away from that. Well, not a retirement. He wanted a sabbatical himself. So, I think he will, because honestly, what big team needs somebody right now anyway? Like, what big club needs somebody right now anyway? Which one? Which big club?
There's no big club.
So I think probably
outside of Liverpool,
maybe a national team job. I can see him doing that, to be honest with you.
Honestly, where else can he go right now?
National team job. Why not?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. Pep's pedigree, his resume. He's done it all in the Prem. He's done it all in the Bundesliga.
Why not? Yeah.
And he's done it all in La Liga. What,
listen,
you think PSG is getting rid of Enrique for him? Like,
no, never, never.
I don't see it.
No, not from the guy who brought him still trophies domestically and now, like, literally brought him to another final 2 years in a row. I'm sorry, hell no. I mean, for you and I, please fire him, sack him, because I want him so bad to come to Liverpool. But no, I don't see him leaving, and I think Pep would take a national team job. Hey, listen, we also hear Pooch might be out of here after this one. So, hey, Pep, I would totally take you at the USMT.
Well, I'm going to tell you, right, I'll bet you money that Pooch will be gone within a week of us falling out of the World Cup.
I would take him at the USMT in a heartbeat. I really would.
And listen, I don't know about you. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Nope.
I love Pooch as a coach. I don't think he's programmed to be a national team guy.
And I think Pep knows talent. That's the one thing. I think he would look at MLS and he would still go, I know talent. Because, I mean, look at some of the players he did also give a name to. Like, literally, there's so many players. Stones, come on, bro, from Everton, really? And next thing you know, bro, one of the best. Matthias Nunez, bro, from Wolves, right? Oh my God, Jesus. Ryan Cherky, come on, out of nowhere, this guy is just coming in and he's just killing. Bro, he also, the kids inside too. The kids inside his own squad that he's brought up to. Oscar Bob, come on. All these kids are all like good too. So he has an eye for talent. Come to the USMT. I promise you, he would scout everywhere and he'd be like, I know what I need to get.
And think about it. Outside of Saudi Arabia or Qatar,
Which sadly, I would see that though, because it would be this.
You know what? But he doesn't need it.
He doesn't, but
he doesn't need that scratch.
No.
I feel like with Pep, it's the challenge.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
You know,
but he also,
I could see him coming into this U.S. men's national team, blowing everything up.
Yeah, starting over, and put us on the. Think about it. We're the second largest country in the world. How are we not developing more? And I get it. Like, we don't pay the salaries that the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, but still, you could turn around and start churning out players at big time money in this country. Oh yeah.
I don't want to put up with the bullshit of all those other leagues.
There would be regional camps all over the U.S., bro. I'm sorry, he would not allow that. He'd be like, no, I need regional camps everywhere. I need to look at youth camps too, all of them. I'm plucking them all from these local clubs. Hey, this summer you're not playing with you're going here. This is your camp this summer. Yep. Legit. This is where you're going, and it would work. Remember, all of England's schools changed because of Pep and Klopp coming to their country. Mm-hmm. The philosophy changed. Gegenpressing and also learning your skill of your player and playing in their position to its fullest. So you have also that too. Bro, both of those managers coming to that country changed everything. Please, both of you come here. And
the whole Klinsmann experiment, that was a joke. You know, that was a money grab for Klinsmann. And Klinsmann never had the soccer IQ that what you just mentioned with Klopp and with frickin' Pep.
Yeah.
Dude, you pay Pep $20 million a year. And I don't even think it would take that. But you pay this guy. And I am telling you that the next World Cup, we'd be considered for quarter and semifinals.
I think
because he would find and develop the talent.
I think it wouldn't even take that much money because he'd be like, don't waste that much money on just me. Why don't you just invest it in what I'm asking you to do? Like, that's really what it would be.
My point.
Yeah, that's what we really would do. He'd just be like, no, I need to see everything top to bottom. What is the regional space? What are you doing with local coaches? What are you doing with local schools and other stuff like that? What are you doing? Are you doing with colleges? How's that working? How's that system working? You and I can tell him it's a mess.
Well, it's a stupid mess. The college system
is a mess.
Alone is broken.
It's broken.
And what are we doing? We got to cut it short in a minute. Let me go offline, but I can tell you this from the experience I have is we're funneling all of our scholarship money to foreign players.
Yeah, so
not U.S. players, foreign players. So how is that developing our country in the greatest game of all?
Well, it's reflective of the World Cup. It's just they're both a mess.
Yeah,
they're just both a mess.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Time is up. An hour's gone by again. Henry, thank you. I'll catch you offline. Everybody, we'll see you next week.